G'day mates, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we have so much to cover. We have a new arena game mode being added to Fortnite. Is it squads? Is it zone wars? Is it some other game mode entirely? We have Fortnite running their own scrims for the first time ever, something I thought they would never do, and it actually looks pretty insanely well done. It's an open scrims that anyone can play in if they're Division 3 or higher. From that, you can then qualify for the Aura scrims, which is like the more stacked scrims, which is a level up. So they're pretty much implementing their own practice system, which is gonna play out like tournaments with no prize pool, so anyone can get some practice in. I'm super excited. I want to break down all the details in case you guys want to get involved. Also, we just had a new update last night that has a lot of people asking, do we have a mythic mechanical bow and the shockwave bow back in a competitive? Remember guys, if you want to support me, if you're loving the content and the daily uploads, please click the subscribe button down below and use code Aussie in the Fortnite item shop. Thank you so much. Alright, so what do we know about this new arena game mode? So Fortnite Competitive tweeted out 15 hours ago when I was filming this, so yesterday, the next arena mode is not far, far away. Now that's it. That's not a lot to go off, but honestly, I think Ronaldo may have potentially figured this out, and I'm not even kidding. I genuinely think this is an insanely good guess. Ronaldo responded saying, May 4th squad arena. May the 4th be with you, another Star Wars ad. So I don't know. That actually makes sense. If you don't know what I'm referring to, last year on May 4th, the May the 4th be with you, the Force be with you, is when usually a lot of Star Wars kind of collaborations and things happen. Fortnite have done them before, and the next arena mode is not far, far away in a galaxy, far, far away. Like, this is actually a really good prediction from Ron. I don't know whether he came up with it, whether he took it from someone else. I'm not going to say Ron wasn't smart enough to come up with it, but like, that is a really good guess. I'm hoping it could be something like Zone Wars. I mean, you had Booger tweet FFA. I don't really know how a free-for-all game mode would work, maybe like in creative, but I would honestly really love to see some kind of a Zone Wars. We already saw arena box fights. They were good, but they had some issues, but overall people liked the change of pace, and it was a creative arena game mode. I don't really want to see solos, duos, trios, and squads. In OCE, it's not going to work anyway. We don't even have duo arena, so it doesn't affect me too much, but I feel like when you already have trios, squads isn't going to be that much better. I mean, let me know in the comment section down below, would you guys actually want squads arena? If not, what game mode would you want? But man, hats off to Ronaldo. Solid guess. I would not be surprised if that's what it is. I was waiting for tonight's update thinking that's when they would add it in, and they haven't. So in that timeline, about a week away, it makes sense. Now, let's talk about these new Fortnite ran scrims, because this could be really interesting. If Fortnite does this well, and if these take off, this could revolutionize practice in Fortnite. I've been wanting to see something like this for a really long time, and I honestly never really thought Fortnite would do it this way, and they've done it really well. So in EU only, it's only starting in EU, it's not in other regions, is the Open and Aura Trio scrims test for EU only. So the way it's going to work is players will be divided into two pools to start. Open and Aura. Aura scrims, which is the better one, will be top 500 teams from Chapter 2 Season 5 FNCS series points. So the top 500 teams from the last EU FNCS will be able to play in Aura scrims, which means they're going to be pretty solid as long as the players take them seriously. And then Open scrims will be Arena Division 3 and higher, but there'll be 3 sessions per week, and the top performing players from Open League, so the Open scrims, will get promoted to Aura scrims the following week. Inactive or poor performing players from Aura scrims will be relegated to Open scrims for the second week. That's actually a really decent system. Like, obviously I could talk about how it could be done a little bit better and different iterations, but that's a really good start. This is something that I did not expect from Fortnite at all. If they start giving away rewards for this, whether it be V-Bucks, whether it be like, you know, like exclusive gun wraps, exclusive skins, cosmetics, like this could really take off, and it would fill that kind of void of when tournaments aren't on, what do we do? I mean, for the longest time, I'm not gonna go into too much detail. I've been asking for a proper arena game mode. I've made whole videos talking about how they could make arena more competitive and make people actually want to play it. But something like this with scrims running a few times a week for a few hours would really revitalize the competitive scene and give people something to do when tournaments weren't on. I always just thought of daily cups and then arena being revamped. I never really thought Fortnite would run their own scrims, and for a start, This is fantastic. I'm probably going to make another video tomorrow after these run because they're running on April 27th. So today of this video going live, if you're on EU, go play them. They'll pretty much be starting, I think, right as my video goes live. I'll probably make another video seeing how they went and talking about them overall at the end of this week to see if they were actually good practice and is this something that's going to roll out to other regions as well. I also wanted to talk about how the Neymar Jr. Cup could have potentially one of the biggest prize pools of any tournament we've ever seen, and no one's really talking about it. It almost flew under my radar as well, but the Neymar Jr. Cup is running, and no, it's not to win the skin. The only thing you can win is the emoticon or a custom pair of soccer or football boots for my EU fans made in conjunction with Neymar. Like, this could be worth so much money. That could genuinely be worth more than what the normal cash prize is for winning a solo cash cup on EU or any other region. If this is actually made with Neymar, or whether it is kind of signed by Neymar or anything to do with Neymar, even just a custom pair of boots that are only going to have 7 in the world, 1 for each region, made by Fortnite is insane. If you're an insanely good solo player, if any pros are watching this video, please compete in this tournament. If you win these, you could either keep them as a ridiculous collector's item or sell them for a lot of money. Again, in case I didn't make that clear, it's only for the top solo player in every region. So that's why I'm not like breaking down the format and showing how you guys can place in this, because unless you come first, it's not really worth it. You can play and it's a fun tournament. It's taking place on April 28th. There's a solo cup if you want to play in it for fun. Just letting you guys know, but I'm not going to break down the format and the rules like I normally do for the skin cups that I think that people have a feasible chance of winning. If you're the best solo player in your region and you're watching this video, I don't think you need my advice on how to win. Now, normally I make entire videos on the new updates, how they're affecting competitive, how the new guns are working and all that, but it seems like Epic's continuing their trend of when FNCS starts, a lot of their updates don't involve competitive at all. And this one was pretty similar with one major change. We now have Raz's exotic mechanical bow, explosive bow, in competitive. I don't know why this was a good idea. They've added a mythic back into competitive when clearly we do not want mythics in competitive, but if you go to the Spire and you kill Raz, you now get access to a mythic mechanical bow that does over 200 damage headshots. It does 100 damage, or I think 98 damage body shots, and it has the explosives as well. So if you body shot someone and hit every round of the explosive, you do 178 damage. It's not as insanely strong as I think a lot of people think. I've always thought the explosive bow was a lot weaker than the stink bow, but it does have that 212 headshot damage, or even more, I believe now, like the blue mechanical bow has, with the explosives as well. So the explosives don't do a lot of damage to bills. They haven't buffed it crazily, but I have to wonder if this was a mistake. Fortnite's been doing a lot of things to get exotics out of competitive, especially during FNCS, and now they've added one. So I honestly wouldn't be surprised to see if this is a mistake and it wasn't supposed to go in arena. Even now that it is in arena, it's not that big of a deal. The bow I was really scared for is this new glitch bow, or the unstable bow. It's only in pubs. I played around with it. It's a lot of fun. If this was in competitive, it would have been very scary. Basically, it's a bow that when you buy it for 500 gold from the NPC near Fort Crumpet, it's the Raven Girl. It has all the different effects of the different bows per shot. So not combined, but each time it changes. So you have like a flame shot, then a stink shot, and then a shockwave shot, and then it might go back to a flame shot, then an explosive shot. You get what I mean. It's a lot of fun to use as well, because one kind of tip, if you're using it in pubs, you don't have to fully charge the shot if you don't want that shot. Like let's say it's stink bow and you don't want that, you really want a shockwave bow, just tap it once to instantly shoot. It will then switch the arrow. So you can pull off some cool trick shots and some fun moves. If this made it into comp, it would be crazy insane, because you would have a shockwave bow in competitive. You would just charge it to shockwave and then hold it to take high ground. But thankfully, it's not in competitive. I don't know if this other bow is going to get taken out though. I really think it will. Sorry, I should include there were some inventory improvements, which I think is going to really affect controller players mostly. In a good way, it's going to help them. Fortnite status tweeted out, you can now hold the inventory button with a craftable item in hand to jump right to the crafting tab and hit accept. No more navigating menus in a gunfight, and inspecting an item will now show exact number values for stats like damage and fire rate. That is awesome. That's very helpful for when future updates come out, and when we don't get patch notes, we can figure out what they change about guns by just quickly comparing the stats. But again, other than that, unless I've missed something, those are the only changes. Alright, I need to right a wrong from my last video. I'm so sorry to my Middle East gang. I tried to shout out every single top 3 from each region, and I'm going to blame Fortnite Trackers UI for this. I thought I brought up every single region, but you have to scroll down to get access to the Middle East one as well. I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't mean to do you like that, so I'm going to go through and talk not only about which top 3 teams qualified out of Middle East, but also how a Middle East team just broke the point record, all-time point record for Trio Cash Cups. So we had Falcon Speedy, Sights, Heath, I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher all these, Saka 7-man, then we had Falcon Modisk, Falcon Kai, and Falcon Abu Fal come second, and then we had Sights Wagner, Kings I4X Pro, and Dexafight come third. So those are your 3 teams that are going straight through to the Middle East finals, and then one of those teams is going to sound familiar. We have Falcon Modisk, Falcon Kai, and Falcon Abu Fal getting 293 points in the Trio Cash Cup, getting first place with second place Saka's El Patron on 216 points. They had over 60 points. Wait, over 70 points on second place. That is insane. They played 8 matches with 4 wins, an average elims of 16.38, and an average placement of 2.75. Hats off. That is an absolutely ridiculous score. Obviously, I need to talk about the other regions' Cash Cups as well. There wasn't too much exciting stuff that happened. We had no surprise Bucky, Kanata, and Macwood winning out NA East. They did manage to bring it back right at the very end. They were down on the leaderboard until they finished off insanely strong with their second last game being a 31 elim first place. That's in a high skill-based matchmaking lobby, so insane from them. And lucky they did. I mean, Voil, Except, and Snake brought it back in second, but for a while there, it was looking like an EU leaderboard. We had Hen, Janice, and Chapix on top of the NA East leaderboard for so long. We also had Revscard, Endretta, and Savage up there as well. We had Flicks team, so EU showing up big, but NA still managed to hold out the top spot with a lot of the familiar names up there. Commandments team up there. Sticks team performing really well. A brand new team on the block. We had Exet Knight and Clarity G, another new team up there as well. We also have to talk about the EU Cash Cup because, I mean, right now, Hen, Janice, and Chapix are on top of the world. While the FNCS champs didn't manage to win it, they had a shot until their last game. They got a 4-elim 25th, but right now, the consistency of the team that almost was going to split at the start of this season or the end of last season after winning FNCS, still getting a top 10 again is insane from them. We had Kiriachi's team closing out first place, Vidil, Noel Riley, and Reason, no surprise in second, but getting back into form because so far the start of the season, they've been a little bit slow. I mean, they are the W Key Kings, and I want to see them start popping off again because they're one of the most fun to watch as well. We had Kaiser's team in third. Flick and Nas and Thomas HD's consistency right now is looking insanely solid as well. We obviously had Slender up there. We had Wolfies with his new team, which was a big showing for him. He's been very vocal on Twitter about he's focusing on improving again, not tunnel visioning and not playing the game the way he wants to, just W keying and playing aggressive, but really relying on learning the meta and playing properly. So all the Cash Cups were super exciting. Nothing insanely major to talk about. I think FNCS is going to take most of the storylines for my videos, but still wanted to run through at least the 2 major regions leaderboards because they're still pretty exciting to look at. Alright guys, that does it for another video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please chuck a like on it. Let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts on anything I talked about. I love reading your guys' comments. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.